How to batch content for your social media and online business in 2022. Hi, I'm Katrina Julia. I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur, online educator, and global traveler. I've traveled to over 35 countries and just finished up a year and a half of full-time travel through 2020 through 2022. So in this video, I'm diving deep into how to batch content for social media and online business so you save time, make money, and get results faster. Remiss if I didn't dive in deep with you on automation and delegation, because it's so easy to get overwhelmed by all the channels, all the internet of things, and think about, if you're still working a 9-to-5, or how can you make time for this? If I didn't share automation and delegation, you wouldn't feel that relief. And it's truly all about strategy as well as automation and delegation within that. So in the last behind the scenes section, you saw things from ClickUp, you saw things from Social Curator on how it helps me set up the launch and then organize and plan out the content, as well as creating content with things like captions easier. So automation and delegation takes it to a whole new level. So for example, my 3 pillars that I talked about, right, are videos, whether it's for YouTube and or for courses, blogging, and then social media, but specifically Instagram right now is my focus, okay? So it's super important to have your focus. And why is that, Katrina? I'm so glad you asked. Because if you have your focus, that's gonna keep you focused there and then drive everything else. So for example, let's take videos as an example. So I'm filming these videos that are going to go on my YouTube, but likely they're also going to be planned out to go into my summit and or courses, and or I'm gonna use them as a starting point to dive in deeper in the course, in the Lifestyle Brand Like a Boss course, because that's what I've done in the past with our Createit Summit, the Creation Club, and other courses that I have as well that you can check out for free with free webinars at fitlifecreation.com freebies, okay? And part of that is also in 2022, I started getting really, really intentional to focus on YouTube, because whether it's creators like Vanessa Lau or other creators, I've seen how YouTube can be such a great platform to spill that momentum over into other platforms. And typically people that come on YouTube, like you that's listening, you are in it just like when I go in to listen and learn, you are in it to listen to the video. 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Like when I'm taking that time to listen to a creator that's further along than me on YouTube, I'm investing the time. So that's the ideal customer, the ideal person, I call her Catalea, that I am looking for intentionally, right? And then with that, part of what is already happening is delegating uploads on YouTube, automating and delegating shares from YouTube via tools like Later, via tools like If This Then That. Those are 2 incredible tools you can use as well. And then with, for example, let's talk about my second pillar, blogging. So people, when they meet me, they think I'm extroverted because when I'm on, but I'm actually ambiverted. So if you don't know what that means actually a person that's an ambivert, their tendency is to be more introverted, but when they're around people that are like-minded and they're sharing and creating and scaling what they love with freedom, they're on fire. But afterwards, they need some downtime. So for example, after filming all this content, even though there's no one in the room with me right now, I will want some downtime, right? And then yesterday, I was fully on with emails, with replying to things, with taking action on proposals, with setting up next steps for clients. And so today, this morning, I spent a lot of me time that also I knew was gonna set me up powerfully to film these videos. So shout out to Get Loved Up, Koya Web. I listened to about 3 replays this morning. So with the blog, with that, I love to write a lot. So that's one of the reasons why for me, another pillar and another focal point is a blog. So there's been periods of time where I've blogged 2 to 4 times a month. There's been pillars of time, like in the height of the pandemic in 2020, where I was writing 2 to 4 blog posts a week, okay? So I write because it helps me get everything out of my brain on paper, or in this case, on the website. And then it helps me get clarity and it helps me organize what it is I'm trying to say. That's also why the outlines for these videos are so important. And then I created and decided to create that, when I was setting up my show back in 2020 or 2017, 18, okay, then I'll take this written piece and then record it as my voiceover for the show, for a future Audible book, whatever it may be that I'm creating. Then I automate and delegate all those shares for the blog, for the show, across my secondary platforms. So Katrina, what are your secondary platforms? LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. So those, sharing the blog posts, sharing the shows across LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest are automated on if this and that, on later, and delegated to schedule those things through my virtual assistant. She handles all that and monitors that weekly and monthly. Then I'm constantly thinking of what else to automate and delegate next. For example, TikTok is on the list, but it's not on the list from the blog and the show, it's on the list from Instagram. So we get to the third pillar of focus and how I automate and delegate that, which is Instagram. So yes, I see the value, like I shared in the beginning, of Instagram, how Instagram can help, with not only ongoing collaborations, brand deals, all the things. And if you've tuned in with me in the past or read some on the blog and the show, you know some of what I've done with influencer marketing, management, working with brands like Simple Truth, like Kroger, like Airbnb, getting over 5 press trips between 2021 and 2022, and even more. And then helping influencers also set deals up long-term paid as well. So the same things that I learned from 7+ industries, the same things I've applied for 5, 10, 15 years in similar fashions, I then leveraged and transitioned into influencer marketing and management back in 2015-ish. And then it's grown since then. So Instagram. So for example, in Instagram, I created in the last 30 days over 30 Instagram reels for the first time. I am super proud of myself. I'm super grateful. And then taking all that and leveraging it into Instagram stories, sharing that on Pinterest from the platform, then taking that content and saying, wait a minute, now I can take this, set up the process and the outline, and then automate it through Later, through Curator, through delegating it through my VA to take those Instagram clips, remove the watermarks and or cut them off, which you can cut off, to put them on TikTok, to put them on YouTube Shorts, and to set that up. Oh, and then to upload them organically on LinkedIn, on having a face-to-face video or behind the scenes video on LinkedIn and testing that. Because the thing is, you guys, with entrepreneurship or content creation, it is so key to test all the time. One of my YouTube shorts that I just uploaded also went like 100x. So then it started having me thinking like, the next strategy I'm gonna test on YouTube is following the order of doing a short, doing a medium length video, and then a long form, so that all the iCards connect and they start from the shortest length video to counter all the shorter attention spans that people may have nowadays. So it's catering to that psychology, to that approach, right? So tell me what you are going to take action on next and how you will create it with this incredible video on how to batch content for social media and your online business in 2022. Comment down below. I can't wait to see how you create it.